Okay, I'm back with some more CDs. Starting off with Monstrosity, Millennium. I think this has got George Corpse Grinder Fisher. Yeah, this is before he joined Cannibal Corpse. Good band, Monstrosity. Vomitory, raped in their own blood. These guys actually played at... I put a club on for a while, and these guys came over from Sweden with Deranged and played one of our nights, which was a highlight of my time doing it. Right, Dominus, I mentioned them last week in an unfavourable light because they became death and roll, basically. I think Dominus ended up being Volbeat. Is it Dominus who went on to become Volbeat? I can't remember now. Got a feeling they might have done. Of course, Volbeat is a pile of steaming crap in my mind. But this is when they were really cool. This is a really great album, Dominus. I think they're from Denmark because I originally heard them on a compilation called Fuck You, We're From Denmark. There was a series of them. Right, compilation, Nothing Is Than a Shark. But I think it's Fast As a Shark is the idea. Yeah, Fast As a Shark, it says on the side. Obviously, the Accept track. It's got some okay stuff on here. Thanatos, Antidote, Osiris, Hammer, Channel Zero, Narita, Phantom, and Nick just says question mark, yeah. And it says Just a Joke, so I don't know what that's about. I haven't listened to it for ages. Thanatos are cool. I wonder if that's the same Osiris that were from Norway that I saw play at the standing in Walthamstow, supporting Cadaver. Right, Ogre, this is Dark Filth. This is a band from Ireland. Kind of crazy grind with like humour and silliness. Toe Cutter, was it Toe Cutter, one of their songs? No, Leg Cutter. And it just goes, Leg Cutter, Leg Cutter! And there's like loads of weird samples. If you can see the guys there, they're all wearing like monk robes with like horns on their heads and stuff. It's quite, Consult the Midget and Minge Mites is some of the tracks on here. Yeah, it's quite absurd, but a bit of fun. Right, Post Mortem, Storm Force, Primal Dawn. This is a really good band, actually. I think this is an Irish band. They sent me these when I was doing my fanzine, and I really enjoyed these. They're 2 EPs they sent me, Primal Dawn, and I thought they were really good, but I don't think they ever got anywhere, unfortunately. Right, Feli. Not too bad. Of course, they started off as death metal, then they went like symphonic. Some of the symphonic stuff's good, but I think they've gone too far symphonic now, to be honest. Right, Salute. This is a band from, I think they're from Leeds, actually. Somewhere up north. And yeah, this is a really cool album. Kind of like Motorhead-ish, but just good. Corpse. This was a Scottish death metal band. There is another band called Corpse with the same spelling now. I think they're from the Netherlands, so don't get those two confused. Right, Ceremonial Oath, and this is a really weird album title, Carpet. The album is called Carpet. There is a picture of some carpet on the front of it. So yeah, there you go. Sanity's Dawn, Chop Copper. Lady appears to be ironing some viscera, as you do. You want to keep your viscera nice and clean. You put it in the washing machine. I think these are Greek death metal, I believe. I think they're Greek. Could be confusing them with somebody else. Throne of Nails. This was a London death metal band. I think the guy was from South Africa, but they were in London. I interviewed him in my fanzine once. Yeah, pretty sure I put them on a compilation as well. I actually did a gig with these guys as well, actually. I'm sure I played an all-dayer on the same bill as them. All right, compilation, Appointment with Fear, Volume 3. 18 bands. Probably no one you've ever heard of. Harmony, Mortal Hate, Evisceration, Weeping Shitheads, Human Waste, Venosect, Ancient Slumber, Displaced Person, Escalation Anger, Serpent, Desperate Corruption, Into the Void, Gorugoth, Gale of God, Entarsis, Harassed, Vida Vang, and Cryptal Darkness. So yeah, all jolly good underground stuff. Furious Trauma. I think it was kind of doom death, actually. This was cool. There was a shop called Sounds Familiar in Rumford that you always used to have loads of cool promos going, cheap as chips. So I remember picking it up in there. Underground Revolution #1, another compilation. Compilations are always cool back in the day because you can buy them. Any of the bands that you like, you can, obviously go and buy more of their stuff. This has got a bit of I know, for a minute I thought it was Australian, but there's a couple of Australian bands on here. Avernus, Abramelin, there Aussies, Enthroned, possibly the Belgians, Immolation, Disembowelment, Abyss, Soul Grind, Adversary, Dusk, Adramalek, and Windham Hell. Yeah, I think there's a couple more as well that I can't bother to read. Right, Nasty Savage, Psycho. Nasty Savage, kind of hit and miss some of their stuff. Some of it's like, you know, uninspiring. But then they have a really good release here and there. For example, I really love their EP, their bloody EP. I've got a picture in my head, I can't remember the name. Something Reality. Romantic Vertigo. No, that's one of the tracks on there. You Snooze, You Lose. That's the other one. Abstract Reality. That's a fucking awesome EP. Abstract Reality. If you get a chance to pick up the Abstract Reality EP, make sure you do. Because if you like thrash, there is no reason you won't love that. And this is a really cool release as well. And it features some guest vocals from Chris Jericho, the WWE wrestler. He does some vocals on this as well. Psycho. Pretty cool album. Right then, Purgatory. I'm guessing Polish for some reason. Poland jumps into my head when I see that name. Although it's got Germany addresses on there, so it's probably German then. Yep, see, you can't win them all. Right, Church of Misery. Really cool Japanese doom death. Church of Misery. Houses of the Unholy. Serial killer obsessed. And of course you've got a picture there of Albert Fish on the front cover. He liked eating children. He was a sick bastard. The Wounded Kings. Now, actually, saying that, the funny thing, I suppose you call it funny, about Albert Fish is that his nickname was the Grey Man. They actually called him the Grey Man. And on a later album, it might even be on this one, in the lyrics it just says the Grey Man. There's a song, I actually got a song called The Grey Man on it. Let's see if it's on this one actually. Yeah, The Grey Man, Albert Fish. So I can show you there. Different spelling to how I spell it. So the Grey Man, Albert Fish. And I think in the inside package it just says the Grey Man, he eats children. That's all it says. Right, these are a really cool doom band, the Wounded Kings. I saw these playing in London, and it's one of those times, you know, because I've got so many records, I very rarely buy stuff. And this is a long time ago now, to be honest. But I very rarely buy new stuff now. But I saw these guys live, and I was like, I'm buying their album. You know, one of those occasions. And I saw them a few times, videoed them quite a few times as well. And you can see those up on my channel if you like. But the Wounded Kings were really cool. Split up, came back, and I think they split up again. Right, Epitome, this was a London death metal band. Back in the day when I was putting gigs on, they played a few gigs with us. We played a few gigs with them, I think, as well. But when I say with us, they played a few gigs at my venue that I was putting on. And my band, when I did a couple of gigs with them, I believe we played a couple of gigs with them in other places as well as at our own club. And yeah. The guy from this band, he's still a friend on my Facebook page. He's got about 10 kids now. He's got his own little cult going on. I say that, but I'm only joking, of course. He's a good geezer. Christian, I think his name is. But yeah, Epitome, a cool band back in the day. Cool London death metal band on the underground scene. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Check out my giveaway contest that I've got on. Check out my podcast if you like to hear me waffle and play great music. And come back next week if you want to see what's in this pile here. Cheers, guys and girls.